pleasure and good evening and good afternoon and good morning or even good night, depending on where you're located today. And greetings from Tokyo, the city of the Olympics. And again, let me begin by thanking Ambassador Dr. Mohammed Shahid Amin Khan for inviting me to deliver this keynote speech at the Third World Youth Summit for Peace 2021. Youth of today and leaders of tomorrow. It is a pleasure to be here on such an important day, indeed the International Youth Day. And as the ambassador correctly said, I'm a professor of education based in Japan. I wrote multiple scientific articles, particularly in the field of global citizenship education and humanistic and transformative education, social justice, and social change. And my recent book, Conversations on Global Citizenship Education, is published in Routledge. Currently, I'm also editing a new book on global citizenship in education in the Global South with distinguished Professor Youssef Vagdid, who is based in South Africa. So the book will be published in 2022 in Braille. And I'm also editing a special issue in UNESCO Prospects Comparative Journal of Curriculum, Learning and Assessment, a special issue on curriculum and pedagogy in the Global South. So if you're interested in global citizenship in the Global South, please do get in touch. The title of my keynote address is Fostering Global Citizens of Today as Leaders of Tomorrow through Humanistic Principles. The novel coronavirus, well known as COVID-19, has unsettled all aspects of human life. And unfortunately, this includes the loss of numerous lives around the world. Yet COVID-19 offers us working in education opportunities to re-examine crucial questions in education. Why do we teach? How do we teach? And what do we teach? In other words, the COVID-19 crisis raises questions about the value offered by a university education or a primary education, which includes educational content related to global citizenship education. So in this keynote today, I argue that the type of global citizenship education we need in the future fosters in the global citizen three key humanistic elements. The first one is global moral consciousness. The second one is autonomy and carefulness. And the third one is humanity empowerment. Let me address the first element, global moral consciousness. So the global moral consciousness element of global citizenship education, I suggest in this keynote, encompasses the cultivation of a type of humanistic consciousness that transcends national, ethnic, geographic, and religious boundaries. This approach consists of an awareness of other perspectives, a single humanity as the primary level of community, and the moral consciousness to act for the good of the world. Let me now address the second element, autonomy and carefulness. I propose a vision of humanistic global citizenship education as being modes of thought and action with the basis in the connection of humanity with autonomy and carefulness. Autonomy herewith does not mean that the student is separate from society. Rather, it involves educators cultivating the student's relationship with others. Their support must develop the student's appreciation for the notion of carefulness toward the other. So this refers to the influence of the individual situation. And he proposes that it is possible to be responsible for one's personal life and philosophy. So humanity is a foundation that allows citizens hypothetically to improve their human potential by reflection and dialogue, acquiring at the same time necessary resources for living a valuable life based on the notion of carefulness. And lastly, let me address the third element, empowering humanity, which strongly connects with our theme today. I do believe that empowering humanity requires global citizenship education to open a path, a way forward for the personal improvement of every student. The term is often used interchangeably with collective emancipation because both entail waging a struggle against inequality. So there is a subtle difference, however. Collective emancipation stresses flattening the power relations that exist between groups. On the other hand, empowering humanity, as I'm discussing here today with you, extends beyond the political level by embracing all aspects of human behavior. So a global citizenship education, as the one I propose in this keynote today, must emphasize an interpersonal dimension which recognizes the human drive to live harmoniously and responsibly with others. This, of course, extends in two directions, as our students desire to contribute to and by others while simultaneously receiving support from their immediate environment. I therefore believe that the type of global citizenship education we need fosters youth of today, leaders of tomorrow, based on three key humanistic elements: global moral consciousness, autonomy and carefulness, and humanity empowerment. And let me conclude with a quote by Nelson Mandela, which inspires my work in and for education. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you